St. Charles Parish officials are investigating a shooting in the small town of Killona.
Yeah, one person was killed, 4 others hurt, including a 14-year-old. And Paul Murphy is reporting tonight.
Neighbors say it sounded like a machine gun went off in front of Scott's grocery store in Killona. Charlotte Lewis says a group of young men were standing near the front door around 6:30 Tuesday night, and suddenly bullets started flying.
A guy just walked up on them and just started shooting, and 5 guys got shot, which 2 was my nephews. And one of my nephews is deceased as the sign.
Lewis's nephew, 29-year-old Darzell Washington, was killed. Another nephew, 32-year-old Darville Washington, was critically injured. Kermit Rudolph heard the shots.
Somebody must have came outside the store when they were sitting there and shot and ran off after they shot and went on through the park and went by the then left and drove off in a car.
Sheriff Greg Champagne called it an ambush shooting. He's not sure the number of shooters, but suspects the gunfire may be related to a group of criminals who've been terrorizing St. Charles, St. John, and St. James parishes for the past year and a half.
Individuals who are engaged in a cycle of violence, retaliation for violence, and it continues.
The sheriff confirmed a total of 5 people were struck by gunfire, including a 14-year-old boy. He says his detectives aren't getting a lot of information about the shooting.
There are people out there that know something. They know who did it. They know where the weapons are. Make the call. Call Crime Stoppers.
Family members of the young man who was murdered here on Tuesday night are now pleading with the shooter to turn himself in.
You took an innocent soul life behind a gun, and it doesn't make sense.
In Killona, Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
Sheriff Champagne says the suspects in the Killona shooting are allegedly responsible for about a dozen violent crimes in the river parishes, including a recent shooting on the I-310.